Just because things aren't going your way as much as you'd like them to right now isn't necessarily a malicious thing by the company that's employing you. I remember in a very specific situation having felt like, I just wasn't getting the promotion that I wanted. I was being neglected at work. It seemed like the rules, applied to certain people differently than they applied to me. Any of these kind of scenarios sounding familiar to you? That self-narrative is very, very toxic and very dangerous. It wasn't until a couple of friends of mine and even my sister kind of sat me down and said, hey, Lavi, sometimes you have to say something out loud to see if it makes any sense. Is your boss a malicious person? And I'm like, no, my boss is not a malicious person. And then the follow-up question was, is it possible that maybe your boss just did something a little careless, but the intention wasn't to hurt you or to jeopardize your relationship? And then through asking me these questions and kind of making me say these things out loud, I started slowly realizing that a lot of the narrative was really in my head, and I didn't have any reason or real reason to be upset with my boss. What I needed to do was to seek clarity on why certain things happened and why certain people were here versus there. And that, I think, is a solution to a lot of what troubles a lot of you out there who are feeling like maybe you're not appreciated or respected, or feeling like other people are getting promotions ahead of you, or certain rules aren't fair, things like that. You never, ever, ever want to burn a bridge with your employer, unless, of course, something just absolutely tragic happened and you were just blatantly disrespected in public or shamed in front of others. Then yes, of course, these are very unique one-offs, but other than your boss being a complete and total narcissist or jerk or mistreats you publicly in front of others, anything short of that is probably a narrative that's in your head for the wrong reasons. And I would say don't burn a bridge because of a story that you're telling yourself. Then you kind of get into these bad habits of job hopping and moving around from place to place, and the brand that you build for yourself is someone that can't really take the heat when things go wrong, and that's not something you want to be known for. My advice is fight through it, seek clarity, and sit your boss down for a one-on-one where you come up with solutions together and maybe some answers to some of your toughest questions. I think you'd be amazed at how well that works for you and how much relief you feel when that conversation is actually over.